What's up? I'm Dean, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be drawing a couple of fruits, and this time digitally. It was kind of a hassle figuring out how I wanted to film this, because when I tried to film my iPad, there was always like this blue hue to everything, right? Because screens always have like a blue hue to them, and they're really bright, so everything kind of seems darkish. Like the hand that I'm using to draw everything with, it was just like not a vibe, so I decided to go with the automatically recorded speed drawing things that Procreate provides, which is like just saying I'm so grateful for that. Half the time I forget to hit record or, to hit the thing and end up with no footage of everything, which is 100% why I can't make TikToks of my drawings. I just end up forgetting my phone next to me and just letting the app slowly suck out all of the battery I have left, it used to be a bigger problem when I had my old phone. It was like a 6S. It had a really damaged battery. It's okay now that I've spent way too much money on an upgrade and I'm now spending way more hours than I used to on this sweet piece of Apple technology. I'm proud to say that. No, I'm actually not proud to say. I'm a little ashamed to say that. I've just accepted that I will have to support a big company, but that's a different thing. Does anyone remember the time when Samsung and Apple were like actual rivals? I'm not really sure if that's just something that's different here in Canada, because I remember in Germany, at least, there was like this big thing, like, oh, do you have a Samsung or an Apple? And then the kids who didn't have the money, I guess, would have like less common brands that were less established in the West, like Huawei, Honor, and Motorola. I'm not good with brand names ever, but like you know the ones that are like a little bit cheaper, and technically the technology isn't really bad. It's just you get what you pay for, I don't know, $200. And I think I used to be a person that had a lot of those phones too, mostly just because I really couldn't be trusted with anything made out of like glass stuff. It was just not something you could hand me without being assured that I would break it, without being assured that I would not break it. And it only like changed recently, I guess, when I decided that I am now too cool to actually have a phone that isn't accepted as a status symbol, and I am now too cool to not care about how I look and what others think of my phone. Partially it's also because I need a good camera, but they're capitalism, baby. Anyways, actually I think I should make a video about my frustration with capitalism at some point. Like, I know that it's important to do your research before you spit out your opinions into the internet and accidentally or not accidentally spread false information, which I really don't want to do. Like, there are some topics that I can talk about very freely, like, I don't know, like everything that's like, or a lot of things at least, that are related to gay representation in media, homophobia, transphobia, like everything that I am affected by. I feel pretty confident to talk about, just how I can talk about sexism without ever being afraid that I will accidentally discredit the suffering of women, because I was born as a woman and like I know the struggle. I'm far less likely to say anything to say anything without thought that would actually feed into the stereotypes than any man would ever be. And I am far less likely to accidentally spread homophobic views than any cishet person could ever be. But then again, there are also like a lot of topics that actually need a lot of information or informating before you start talking about it. Like, I would like to think that I am kind of educated on like capitalism and what's it doing to us and how it's impacting society as a concept, and how productivity has become one of the main things that decides our value as a human being, because making money has become so inherently connected to how you are seen as a person and how much value you have as a person. But then again, there are also like so many things you have to know that are just numbers and facts that are more closely related to examples than anything, and I simply don't know that, so I don't feel like I should be the one making an informational video when there are actually people who know much more about it. Just how I personally don't think I really ever should try to like inform about the discrimination on people of color or literally any other minority that I just simply can't relate to. Like, I don't even feel comfortable talking about the whole concept of being an immigrant, even though I technically am one, because I'm just not that impacted by my mother coming to Germany when she was younger. There's just little connection to it in my life, so I even feel like I couldn't confidently talk about that one, you know? Just so we don't spread any misinformation that actually ends up harming a community instead of helping it, and taking voices away instead of actually giving somebody else a chance to speak. Oh god, anyway, that's it. I don't have any more time to talk. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed it, and, you know, have a good one. Bye.